Over the last month, the number of new confirmed COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin has been rising, though not to the levels we saw for much of the winter. But at the same time, some local school districts are lifting their mask mandates. News Watch 12's Rachel Eiler joins us now live in studio with details. Rachel.
Justin, even with the state's mandate overturned by the Supreme Court last week, you'll see many places like Aldi's, Kohl's, local coffee shops, face coverings are still required. But one place they're not, several school classrooms. I spoke with health officials today on the school's decision, and they tell me it's still too soon to return to normal.
3 school districts in the Northwoods are telling their students, since there's no longer a statewide mask mandate, they don't have to wear one.
We really need to think hard about whether it's safe to send our kids to schools where there's no masking required. That can be a recipe for disaster.
UW Health's chief quality officer says with cases increasing rapidly in the state and a new variant spreading just across state lines, now is not the time to let your guard down.
We have the B117 variant, which is starting to look like it may be better able to infect young people, including children, and spread pretty quickly.
Leona, Three Lakes, and Crandon school districts released similar statements regarding face coverings, saying the decision did not come lightly, getting mixed reactions from parents on social media. But even with warning from health officials, it's out of their hands.
All of us are tired of our masks, but again, we don't want to see that really big increase in cases.
In their statement to the public, Crandon School District said part of lifting the requirement comes from the increased vaccination efforts. But officials add the state isn't there just yet.
Lifting the mask mandate based on vaccinations is a possibility, but only in conjunction with a very high percent of people vaccinated in that community, approaching 80%.
According to the DHS vaccine tracker, about 31% of Oneida County is fully vaccinated. Forest County not far behind at 27%. So far, Three Lakes is the only Oneida County district dropping the mask requirement, though other school districts have considered joining them.
As a team, we're following the CDC, the DHS, and Oneida County guidelines and keeping the face coverings mandatory in our schools.
The lifting of the mandate expands beyond our viewing area. Many schools across the Badger State no longer requiring students to wear those masks. Some of those school districts, however, do ask students to wear a face covering when they can't social distance, like when they are transitioning in the hallways between classes and on the school bus. I did reach out to those 3 school districts, but they declined to comment.